Hi Sagittarius, how are we today? I'm going to be looking a little bit into your person's energy today. Doing a love reading for everybody. I will be doing things a little bit differently today. I'm splitting everything up into two sections. Okay, so the first section we're going to be using the green glyphs Lenormand deck there, and we're going to be looking sort of more at the 5D, like what's going on under the surface, what's coming up in your person with their love and hearts, like their heart space and their soul space. And then for the other section, I will be using the Lenormand of Japan deck, and we're going to be looking more at the reality of the situation and what's going on in the real world, in the 3D there. Okay, I do have oracle decks for both sections, and then after we've delved into your person's energy a little bit, we will come back around and get some advice for you specifically. Okay, we're getting straight into it today, Sagittarius. Like I said, the first section we're going to be looking at is your person's heart space and soul space there. So the 5D. So Sagittarius and their person, please. What is this person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Sagittarius? Oh, that one doesn't want to come out. Trying to hide their intentions from us today, Sag. Okay, and I'll grab that oracle. So that's the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck we're using. Okay. Okay, so I'll probably have to grab a clarity for this one, actually. Your person's thoughts. We have the person there, so that's sort of not a female, not a male, not a specific gender. It is just talking about a lot of the time. It does talk about they're thinking about their sense of humanity. I will grab a clarifier on that one, just see if we can get a little more detail about your person's thoughts towards you at this time, whether that person in their thoughts is you or themselves or someone else entirely. Sagittarius's thoughts. Clarify the person, please. Oh, their persons. Okay, so we've actually pulled another person card there. We've pulled the gentleman that time around. So we have the person and then the gentleman. Okay, so whether your person is a masculine or a feminine, their thoughts are on a masculine person at this current time. Okay, so they're really sort of stuck in, a very more, that to me, that's a much more like their thoughts are very much logical and well constructed at the moment. They're not really flowing from a emotional state when it comes to what's going on in their heart and their soul at the moment. They're sort of not really. I'm not feeling that they're very connected to their heart and soul at the moment. They're kind of feeling like they are a little bit more stuck in the humanity element. So like the reality of the day-to-day life. So there may actually, a lot of the time, the masculine can sort of represent, like somebody at work or those sorts of a thing as well. So they may just sort of have their mind elsewhere completely at the moment, to be honest, Sagittarius. I'm not feeling that this is actually directly related to the connection. I feel like this is something external going on for your person. Yeah, so yeah, it could definitely be like some sort of a work situation is sort of overriding everything for them at the moment. They might have something going on in their personal life that's sort of overriding everything when it comes to this connection at the moment. It does feel like they're a little bit disconnected from from their actual heart and soul space, and like I said, more stuck in that what's going on day to day space, being stuck in your humanity, which is sort of, yeah, talking about the day to day sort of stuff. Okay, and then with their feelings, we're seeing the fish card there. So I do feel that this could be highly work related, because the fish card is a financial card. Okay, so maybe they're just really stuck in this thing at the moment where they're like only focused on their money and their financial situation. They might be, something going on there that's going on for them with that. It can talk about their like abundance in general as well. So if it's not a financial thing going on for your person at the moment, it can be talking about their general sense of abundance in the world. Like I said, though, I do feel like this is connected to their world rather than their heart at the moment. Even though I'm asking about what's going on in the 5D, I'm not actually getting anything coming through on a more emotional, heart based level. I am seeing a lot of things where we're sort of stuck in reality at the moment, and we're not connecting very well with our deeper selves. So I feel like they're in a very surface level at the moment with their life or whatever. Because then as you probably remember, just then when I was shuffling, the intentions didn't even want to come out. And then they've come out as the clouds, and the clouds are pretty much thoughts. Okay, so it's just telling me they're stuck in these thoughts. They're once again, they're just kind of not connecting with their heart space at the moment. So I don't know what's going on for your person exactly, but I'm like I said, they're not really wanting to let me touch that energy at the moment of what's going on deeper with for them when it comes to love. They are really just stuck in their thoughts, and their thoughts are just all about reality at the moment. So there's obviously something going on elsewhere in their life that they're obviously feeling that they need to connect with that, sort all that out before they can even deal with the connection on a deeper sort of level. So they're sort of really I feel struggling to connect with their own heart at this current time. So whatever that means for you guys, I think you might have a better idea of what that is than I do. But when I'm seeing the oracle there, it says hand of cards, okay, and that says take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing their hand, and gambling as well. So I really feel that they're sort of being strategic and they're not showing their true hand. Okay, so they're not showing what's coming through on a deeper level. They're being strategic, and they're trying to work out the reality stuff and the financial stuff, or whatever that is for your person. They're trying to work all that out before they sort of reveal their deeper selves, or their show their hand, so to speak. So I can't really I feel like I can't delve into that any deeper with that energy, because it just is not letting me. It's I'm kind of feeling like someone seriously going, no, like you can't touch that right now. Okay, so we'll move straight over into the reality and sort of see if we can find out what's actually going on for them within the reality. Okay, so Sagittarius and their person. Sagittarius and their person. What's the current reality of this connection, please? 3D, real world. Sagittarius and their person, please. And actions towards Sagittarius in the real world, please. Okay, so we're seeing here in what's actually going on for your person, we're seeing the scythe and the tree card there. Okay, so this is actually talking about this is sudden breaks and changes, and the tree really talks about self-growth. Okay, so they are going through a big change at the moment that's leading to them sort of growing as a person. Okay, so they are currently going through some sort of big, it does feel quite monumentous. It may in reality only be a smaller change or shift, but it does feel like a monumental shift within them. And the reality of the connection leading to growth within the connection. Okay, so whatever was going on when they're not connecting to their heart space at the moment, I feel like that's maybe a protection thing, and they're protecting whatever this big change is that's going on within them, and they just can't connect to that at the moment because there's just so much change going on within them at the moment that they that's they're trying to grow and not be, that's why they're not wanting to show me, because they're trying to change it and they want to be a new, they want to go, bring new leaves out instead of being the same old thing. So it does feel like some sort of sudden change going on within them at the moment. But it does look like it is leading to, self-growth and knowing themselves a lot more, and being able to, branch out and weather the storms, so it really does feel like it's going to, whatever the changes are, they do feel like they're going to be quite positive changes that are going to lead to a stronger sort of connection as well, because, with the tree, as a tree grows bigger externally, it does also, grow down deeper into the ground and become more strongly supported as well. So I feel like that's what's sort of going on for them at the moment, is that they are sort of growing and expanding and strengthening the connection between you. It is just feeling like it's taking some big changes within them to do that. Okay. So when it comes to their actions towards you, okay, so we're seeing the heart and the clouds there. Okay, so second time we're seeing the clouds. That did come out as their intentions, and it is coming through now as an action as well. Okay, so I feel that with that as an intention and an action, I feel like, their thoughts are going to be coming clear to you. They are going to be sharing their thoughts with you and letting you know what's going on for them, within them. It does feel like it could be something quite, I feel like it's, in reality, it might not be a big change, but like, how when you make a small change within yourself, but it can make like so much difference to your whole self. I feel like that's what's going on. And I feel like it's going to be related to, the way that they love and the way that they give love and receive love, and even just their understanding of love. So I feel like there is a big shift coming, and we're heading into getting some clarity for you. Okay, they're coming out of confusion a little bit and wanting to give you some clarity, I feel, with that as an action, but also in a very loving way as well. And so if this connection, maybe they haven't been, super loving, romantic person in the past, I feel like that's part of what's changing, is that they are going to start sort of revealing those things to you a little bit more, and giving you that loving energy just a little bit more. So that's always going to be a good thing, I suppose, right? But I'll grab an oracle for you there. I've got the Oracle of the Shapeshifters deck there. So Sagittarius and their person, what's going on in the reality of this connection, please? Okay, so we've got the Raised by Wolves card coming through. So as with this whole deck, another beautiful card there. But that says, raised by wolves, and then it says you belong. Okay, so that really does talk about, once again, I feel like that growth that's coming through for them, realizing that you guys do belong, and that, that love is definitely there. And maybe this is something that they've struggled with, that feeling of belonging and being, having their place in the world. So, when it comes to the humanity that we were looking at with their thoughts. You know, maybe that's something that they have struggled with in the past, is that they feel like they're just a person. They're not, you know, they're not um, connecting as such. But now they actually are heading into this period where their actions are that they are starting to connect a lot more and feel that sense of belonging in the world a lot more, you know. So that's actually one of the most positive sort of cards, I find too, because you know that sense of belonging, you're part of the pack, you know, and finding their soul tribe, and you obviously are one of those if this card's coming out for you guys. You know, so feeling like you guys are connected in that deeper soul sense as well. So I feel like that's quite interesting there for you guys. But I'll grab you some advice, Leo, for your sorry, not Leo, Sagittarius. One of those days for me, I tell ya. I'm definitely talking to Sagittarius. I don't know why Leo came out. So maybe you are connecting with a Leo. That particular reading, they did come out with a little bit of tension as well. So maybe your person does have some strong Leo placements, or you yourself have some Leo placements. So the Leo one might actually be worth a watch as well, if that's you guys. But we'll get some advice for you, Saggy, and see what we can tell you for that. Advice for Sagittarius, please. Oh, 52 card, well, not 52 cards, but it's like 52 card pickup. I ended up with none. Sorry. Just dropped the whole deck. Okay, so advice for Sagittarius, please. A bit awkward and fumbly, so you know, maybe that's part of what's going on with your person is you know, this is a bit awkward and fumbly for them, you know, a bit stuck in their thoughts, and I am seeing some double cards coming out. So you know, it's quite a strong sense as well that, you know, this with the double people, the double clouds coming through. Let's see, advice for Sagittarius, please. And we're getting even more doubles coming through, as well as some more connections with that Leo reading as well. So definitely check out the Leo reading if either of you have Leo placements. Okay, so in your heart soul space, we're getting the garden and the scythe. So obviously the scythe being a double up to what was going on with the reality of the situation. But with the garden there, that does talk about sort of meetings and, you know, getting out somewhere restful and social, and like it is a social card, whereas the scythe once again talks about sudden changes. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of just letting you know that, you know, maybe you need to just sort of like get out and about and spend some time. Like the garden can, like, as you can see, it's sort of this little bench sitting under that tree. And then when we pulled out the reality and we had the scythe and the tree, okay, so we're seeing a very similar sort of imagery there. You know, so it might actually talk about, you know, getting out and just sitting together, you know, having a little bit of a meeting together about growth that's sort of wanting, what growth we're wanting within the connection and within ourselves, you know, and that can help bring in those changes and help make those changes within the connection for you guys. You know, it does talk strongly about, you know, meetings and invitations and yeah, also that social aspect as well. So it may also be talking about, you know, like taking your person out for dinner and just having somewhere nice and restful, somewhere that's a bit more social and, a place where you meet people rather than just sitting at home. It could be talking about getting out and, out somewhere a bit more socializing, maybe going around to a friend's place with your person, those sorts of things, and it may help smooth these changes through, bring them on a little bit. They obviously are quite necessary for your person at this time, these changes. So I feel like it's going to be talking a little bit about you also being supportive and accepting of these changes coming through for your person as well. Okay, but we are also seeing, in the reality, we are seeing the garden once again, so another double up, as well as the whip there. Okay, so the whip can talk about a bit of tension. All right, so I feel like once again, yeah, this is just sort of, yeah, you definitely kind of need to meet up with your person and, get them out somewhere, get them off to, even if it is a physical garden, take them out to a picnic or something like that, you know what I mean? But, there may be a little bit of tension that comes through with these changes as well, so just be prepared for, a little bit of tension when these changes come through, and that they may just want your support rather than tension. Does that sort of make sense? Obviously, that's going to resonate different for everybody, but I do feel that that's kind of just sort of letting you know that there could be a little bit of trouble or tension when it does come through with these, whatever this sudden break or change is. It could be a little bit of a, troublesome tension type energy coming on through there. But if you're prepared to deal with that and help them through these changes, and, the garden is quite a positive card. It is a restful sort of social positive card as well. So, just giving them that opportunity to talk to you and things like that, and meet up with you and talk to you. I feel that really will help them clear that confusion, and get everything sort of out on the table. And like I did say, though, we are seeing that love card as an action. Okay, so just try to keep in mind, if there is any trouble that does arise, keep that in mind, that they are trying to come from this loving place. They may just not be able to show it, or vice versa. If you need to flip the reading, so be it. But yeah, maybe check some other placements. But like I said, it is a collective reading, so it may not resonate for everybody. But let me know in the comments, because everyone that comments on a video there will be in the draw for a free personal reading when I hit 100 subscribers. So also subscribe so you can keep updated when that happens. But if this is where I leave you, well, good luck with everything with that. Like I said, your advice is just to sort of accept invitations and get out there and be a bit social at this time. You may need to rely on your friendship group at the moment, your social group at the moment, to help support you both through this time. It does feel that it's your person that's struggling a little bit more with whatever these changes are. But time shall tell, I suppose. So let me know how it all goes, guys. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.